so that now leaves once was labeled as a very prestigious quarterback room with Julian Sayin, Aaron Nolan, Will Howard, and Devon Brown as a, well, let's just say not so prestigious quarterback room anymore.
This is it. New measurement for Pensacola, Florida. Let's see what we got here. 7 inches of snow. New record. Previous record 3 inches, which was decades ago, 100 years ago or something like that. And still snowing. Blizzard.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great day. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. Man, oh man, we got to talk about your new national champions, the little bro Ohio State, and what's going on with their quarterback situation. One of their quarterbacks just left, and where he decided to go, it's intriguing to say the least. For those of you that don't know, Will Howard is finally out of eligibility, played college football for nearly 10 years. There's going to be a new starter at the helm for Ohio State. Who would that be? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. And we have one admired topic to speak on, and that is no other than the early Heisman frontrunner odds have just been released. Which, if you want me to be totally honest with you, I'm not too much of a fan of these Heisman odds and national championship odds already being released when the season is so far away. But we're going to take a look at them. You know the drill. Strap in, buckle up, get you a snack, get you a popcorn, get your favorite movie like tea when you watch a video, because trust me, I do the same thing, but I'm at blah, blah, shut the crap up, now, not further ado. Let's get into it. First things first, before we even get going, I gotta ask you guys a question. Why in the world did we accept this trade? As you can see right here, trade offer. This is from the Big Ten. I receive being good at college football. You receive, referring to the SEC, snow. And we accepted that? For those of you that have no idea what this is referring to or what they're talking about, it's not even over, and this winter has already been historic for the Southeast, especially Florida. First things first, it started out with Atlanta, Georgia getting, what was it, like 3 to 4 inches, and the last time they got snow was in 2017. And then yesterday, which was Tuesday, Pensacola, Florida. I've been there a couple times, got some family down there, shout out to y'all. They got, no joke, 9.5 inches. Nearly 10 inches of snow. Did you know the previous record in Pensacola, Florida was 3 to 4 inches in 1895? And they just got nearly 10. They shattered it. They tripled it. What in the world's going on, man? We got the state of Florida getting nearly a foot of snow, and Ohio State winning national championships. We got to get back to normal. Don't get me wrong. I like seeing the snow as much as anybody else. It's very pretty to look at. Have a nice snow day. Ride some four-wheelers or whatnot. But I live in Northern Alabama, so for us to see a snowstorm, that's not rare. We get like, I'd say on average, I'd say more so of 1 to 2 per year. But for me, this is how I am. I like seeing 1 snowstorm per year, and after that, get it out of my face. I don't want to see it anymore. It may be too late. I don't know if there's any way we can reverse this trade that somehow somebody went through, but if we could, I'm asking my Ohioans, I guess that's what you call yourselves, this question. Let me know. We got to resolve this somehow. Moving along here to the football stuff. Only going to talk about this for like 45 seconds to a minute. I just had to show this to y'all. This is the new 2025 Heisman odds. And the first thing that stood out to me is Jeremiah Smith is the number 1, which I'll get into in just a second. He's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not even in the top 5. 6. Are you kidding me? He's the best player heading into next year, and he's 6 in the Heisman odds? What is this logic? Can somebody explain it to me? And by the way, you know I got to bring this up. Nussmeier, Garrett Nussmeier, I mean this respectfully, is number 1. Are you kidding me? That guy was slightly above average this year at LSU. And I know the cliche thing that everybody's going to bring up. Well, Matt, the reason you got, 5 quarterbacks ahead of Jeremiah Smith is because quarterbacks have a better opportunity to win the Heisman. I guess, but I really strongly and firmly believe it's not as wide as a gap as y'all think, because we've seen it. If a non-quarterback goes out here, balls out, has a great season, they're going to win the Heisman. We saw it with Devontae Smith, and we saw it with Travis Hunter. And plus, too, if you want to talk about quarterbacks, why in the world is Cade Klubnik, Arch Manning, Nussmeier, and I don't really mind. Nah, I kind of do mind. The Drew Aller one, and Nico Iamaleava. All 5 of those guys ahead of Carson Beck and Lenore Sellers. I'm going to keep it a Fortnite V-Buck with you. Lenore Sellers is easily better than most guys on this list you're looking at. And here's another thing. I know we give Timmy Beck a hard time, but he's going to have a great season because Miami, all they do is score points. You got to think about it. Carson Beck's going to be playing in the sorry and sucky ACC, so he's going to have a better opportunity and chance to run up his numbers offensively. That's all I'm going to say about that. I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was interesting that Jeremiah Smith wasn't even in the top 5. Moving along here, though, to the main topic, the main on-court, main reason you probably clicked onto this video. What in the world's going on with the little bro, Ohio State? First things first, clap it up, clap it up. as our national champions. Put some respect on their name. I don't want to see any, and I mean any, Ohio State / Willowboro State hate comments for, I'd say the next week. They deserve that. After that week's up, we definitely got to bring them that. But on a serious note, congratulations yet again to the Ohio State football team, the coaches, and all the fans. I know your boy Matt gives the Buckeyes an extremely hard time, but I really do not just enjoy, but I appreciate the Ohio State fan base. Do we have our disagreements? Sure. I don't expect you to not just agree with, but like everything I say on this channel. But that's what makes it what it is, and I hope y'all understand that. I've said this before, I'm going to continue to say it. It wouldn't be much of a channel or community if you guys agreed with everything I've said and vice versa. That's what makes it what it is, because we all have different opinions and we want to share it. And at the end of the day, we all love college football, and this is all it's about. Getting on track here with the Buckeyes in this news, I know this and you know this. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The most important person on I'm not just talking about college football, but NFL team, high school, whether that be varsity or JV football team, is a quarterback. You can argue at a brick wall if you think otherwise. If you don't have a quarterback, you can kiss competing, not even winning, but competing for a national championship goodbye. And that is the goal. That is a standard at Ohio State. You can't just have a good quarterback. You have to have a great / elite quarterback. Now, here's where the problems arise for Ohio State. Will Howard, as phenomenal as he was in this playoff run, he's gone. He's done so. He's going to the NFL draft. Wish him best of luck. Flashback to last year. Who was the backup quarterback? Devon Brown. Who was a starter? Kyle McCord. Kyle McCord winds up leaving. He goes to Syracuse, and that was one of those rare scenarios. You don't see this a lot, where it's a win-win for both parties. It turned out great for Kyle McCord, and it turned out great for Will Howard and Ohio State. But here's what shocked me with the Kyle McCord departure. The backup, Devon Brown, who I didn't think was going to be ready to take over the reins, he wound up staying. That's a head-scratcher to me. As much as I do not like the transfer portal and players leaving left and right, I could have told you a year ago that Devon Brown was not going to win the starting job. And whoever's in Devon Brown's circle, they need to do a better job of just telling him not what he wants to hear, but what he needs to hear. He should have known when Ryan Day went after Will Howard, yeah, I have no chance to start here, but I'm not going to get into all that. Maybe he wanted to stay for some other reasons. I have no idea. The bottom line is Devon Brown, he winds up staying. Long story short, this year happens. Will Howard, he's a starter. Devon Brown barely even plays, and he enters the transfer portal. And it has recently been announced that Mr. Devon Brown, he's going to Cal. While this fascinates me, and I'm going to remind some of y'all, Cal also got that former 5-star recruit that he originally signed to Oregon, Jaron Kiwi Sagabatelli, 5-star quarterback. You don't see Cal getting a 5-star quarterback too often, and now you got, I guess what you'd label, I don't know, can we call Devon Brown the seasoned vet? I don't know, because he hasn't really started much, but you got a older guy coming in. And you know dang well Devon Brown's not transferring to Cal with the intentions of being the backup quarterback. He wants to start. He wants to play, rightfully so. Here's my question. I have no idea, but I know they do. What is Cal's intentions with this? Are they hoping that Devon Brown can be a bridge quarterback for Jaron Kiwi Sagabatelli, or are they just going to open up the quarterback battle from day one? And here's what I'm talking about. When Will Howard went to Ohio State, they knew from day one, yeah, this is our guy. They just said there was a quote-unquote battle going on, but there wasn't. I don't know what they're going to do. I hope he wins this job because, to be honest with you, I want to see him play because I want to see if he actually can play, if he can't play. I'm just curious. Because you can't use the argument of, oh, well, he must not be good because he wasn't playing, because Kyle McCord, he's a really good college football quarterback, and so is Will Howard. Wish him the best of luck. With that being said, when you have a quarterback taken out of a room, that now opens up the opportunity for somebody else. Going to remind some of you, Ohio State's former 5-star recruit, Aaron Nolan, he also departed and went to South Kakalaki. So that now leaves what once was labeled as a very prestigious quarterback room with Julian Sayin, Aaron Nolan, Will Howard, and Devon Brown as a, well, let's just say not so prestigious quarterback room anymore. Your obvious answer moving forward, and I know everybody's saying this in the comment section, calm down, buddy, I'm getting to it, is Julian Sayin. But after Sayin, there's not much to point towards. I know they got the Tavian St. Clair kid coming in. He's supposed to be really good, but he's an incoming freshman. There's no way he starts from day one. And then you got Lincoln Keenholz. Julian Sayin barely played this year, but when he did play, in the little amount of action I saw, he looked like a deer in headlights. He is young, I get that, but here's the thing. It does not look like Ohio State's going to go after another quarterback in the portal, so you're going to go through some growing pains with whoever you decide is going to be your starting quarterback, which is totally normal, but here's the bad news. Ohio State fans are the most impatient fans I've ever seen. I'm going to remind some of y'all, they were a main reason Kyle McCord wound up leaving. And there was this weird narrative going around. There's going to be people saying in this comment section, that Ohio State, the coaching staff, they pushed Kyle McCord out the door. They made him lead. Dude, get the F out of here. I talked to Kyle McCord. That didn't happen. I try my best to be a prisoner of the moment, but I'm excited to see how this Ohio State team fares out next year with a new quarterback. Because I knew Will Howard was going to be good heading into this season. The question is just how good was he going to be? But with Julian saying, we'll just say for the sake of this video, he's going to be a starting quarterback. I don't know if he's going to be bad, if he's going to be good. I don't know what's going to happen. Just like with anything, we're going to have to wait and see. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts down below. But